Alright, I'm back with some more boring advice. I want to talk to you about walking. Massively underrated, underutilized. Just about everybody can do it. If you're one of the few that can't, I apologize. And I'm not actually talking about using it to burn fat or to increase your steps. I'm talking about it as a general tonic for life. Yes, it will get your heart rate up. It will increase your steps. It will increase your caloric burn and therefore help you lose weight. It'll improve your heart health, your muscles, your bones, improve your mental health. There's very few things that walking doesn't do. And most of us have access to it and most of us don't do it, or at least don't do it enough. One of the ways I want to talk to you about using it is just to get started, to clear your head, to build momentum, to start what might eventually become a really productive day or a really productive hour. Scientists refer to it as forward ambulation. Forward being the direction, ambulation being the form of movement. Most of us just call it walking, but it does a number of different things to your body and to your brain, all of which can change your health without too much investment. So the question I usually get when I start talking about certain exercises, in this case walking, is how often should I do it? How much should I do? And the answer really comes back to how much are you doing now? You should probably do a bit more. So the whole idea of 10,000 steps really came from a Japanese tech company that came up with an arbitrary number that had people buy more of their devices. So if you're nowhere near 10,000 steps, don't even think about that number. Start with the number that you're doing and try adding 1,000 steps to it. So if you're doing 3,000 steps a day, see how you go this week, trying a few more, maybe 4,000. If you're getting 8,000 in, try for 9,000. You get the idea. The whole 10,000 steps thing, for most people, they look at their steps, they're way off the mark. They go, I'll never get to 10,000 steps, so I'm not going to bother trying to increase my step rate. But let's even forget for a moment about the whole step thing and measuring it, and just talk about the motion itself, walking. We're spending more and more time in front of screens, and particularly in front of phones. And what you'll notice is that you're scrolling up and down, and your eye motion is going up and down. What walking does is the opposite, and that's why it's such a great reset for us. Things are passing by us horizontally. Trees, fences, birds, people, dogs, and it changes the way you think. That's why going for a short walk can change your brain so quickly. You can even find free grapefruit. Thank you, very kind person. That's the other thing, is that we're spending more and more time isolated by ourselves in front of screens at home. You get out for a walk, you smile, you nod, you recognise your neighbours or strangers that you're walking past. I heard it recently referred to as vitamin S. I'm assuming the S is the whole social thing, but that can change your day. Just knowing that other people exist, knowing that other people know that you exist, that kind of stuff matters, and it matters more and more the more time we spend in front of screens, isolated alone. Getting out for a walk and seeing real people sounds crazy and it sounds strange, but it matters. And the other reason walking can be so beneficial for us is that I talk a lot about taking tiny action in order to achieve bigger results. And walking is so accessible and so simple for most of us that all you got to do is put your shoes on and get out the door. And when you do that, you immediately feel successful. You build momentum, not just actual momentum by moving your body, but you feel successful because you've taken action. If you are someone who's living in the messy middle and you're stuck at home, unmotivated, unfit, unwell, and you don't know where to start, get your shoes on, walk out the door, because even something as simple as a lap around the block is going to make a massive difference to your mental health and to how you feel. Hey there, see, vitamin S. Had a client message me the other day that she was feeling unmotivated, wanted to climb back into bed, put her PJs on and call it a day. And she heard my voice in her head and she said, just do something small, just do something little. Her goal was to walk to the end of the street and back again. She got to the end of the street, her gym was not far away. She walked past the gym. She said, if it's busy, I'm not going in. And and she went in and there was 2 people there. So she ended up starting a workout, doing a full workout, feeling fabulous, finished at the gym, had a bit more time up her sleeve, walked to a family member's house, further than she thought, came home, did a bunch of stuff, busy mum. By the end of the day, she'd done 15,000 steps, done a full workout and felt amazing, compared to the start of the day where she had no motivation, wanted to crawl back into bed and do nothing. Something as simple as walking can make the world of difference. Take tiny action, you never know how far it's going to go. It's exactly the stuff that my online community Rebuild with Tully are working on, taking tiny action to get big results. So if you're living in the messy middle and you want the right support to get through it each day, each week, each month, to set goals, to be held accountable, then the link's in the bio. Click join and we'll see you in there. And you too can take tiny action and you might just change your life. See you tomorrow for day 26.